Hey guys, welcome back. I got a video here I want to do about a tool that I've had for quite a while now, pretty much since it came out, and that is this Klein Tools Slim Profile Mini Ratchet, and it is part number 65200. But it's one of those tools, and I'm sure many of you guys could agree, one of those tools that you have, that you like, that you don't know why you didn't have it in the first place, and so you go and pick up another one. And here's the first version I bought. They're absolutely the same. I've had this one for a year or maybe even more than that now. But I picked it up kind of on a whim because, well, I saw it at my local Home Depot, and in the past I have used, when it comes to slim profile ratchets, there's many knockoffs much like this one where it's a stamped steel setup. Right? There's not much complexity. There's not much durability to them. They allow you to run a 1/4-inch drive bit in one end. This one's one step further, allows for an additional 1/4-inch drive socket to be put on the opposite side. But these are useful. And if you haven't had a need for one of these, I would be surprised, because there is, for me, in many situations, especially automotive, times when you just cannot get into a place to remove a fastener, and these are all that you could use to get in there. So I've had this for a long time. As you can see from this one, though, if you look at close at those teeth, they're just rough. It's not pretty. I mean, it's probably 12, 14 teeth. So when you're trying to get those clicks in, right, you got to travel real far. And when you're working at a tight space, you want the most amount of clicks as you could possibly get. Step in place now is, well, the Klein. This tool has the ability to get in those tight places. Let's take a look here with its really slim profile head, and it does obviously use the 1/4-inch drive. Right, I just had in here the Phillips, once again, a Phillips impact rated bit. But here's your bit choice that comes with it. And you have a number 1 Phillips, number 2 Phillips, 3/16 flat, and 1/4-inch, and then a 1/4-inch drive. And what's actually really nice about these is the overall quality. These are very nice, clean bit drivers. Let's see if we get them out of here. They have some very nice machine work done to them. And I've had no complaints with them holding up thus far for whatever tasks I throw at them. Now, retention inside, and let's see if we get a good idea inside there. It's hard to see, but there's like this clip that's on the outside. It's almost like a square-shaped clip, and it actually protrudes through the top up here, and then down through the bottom sides here. Or sorry, it goes top corner, top corner. We'll use something to point this out. You can see, we'll get a light in there. Of course you can't focus, but top corner, lower corner, lower corner. Those four positions, that spring or clip actually kind of basically protrudes in ever so slightly, which gives a compression fitting on these fasteners. And as you can see here, you have these reliefs which allow it to slide in and take bite, and holds on quite nicely. So very nice little tool, and then you throw your socket on the end of it, right? We're just going to throw on this little 9mm, which nobody ever uses a 9mm, but hey, throw it on the end, and now you have your ability to use this as a ratchet. As you can hear, it has a very fine tooth count. It's actually 72 teeth, and it does a great job. I mean, I think it's about 5 degrees of arc swing. So ever so slight. And that's just crucial, guys. When you get in a tight spot, you need a little bit of leverage to loosen or tighten a fastener. And that's where this Klein 65200 delivers. Yeah, very nice function. The lever switch, very nice. It's not one that protrudes enough that you're going to be slipping your finger across it and accidentally flipping the switch. It does a very nice job staying in place. I haven't had any issues with it thus far. And it lays flat, so it's not sticking up high where it's going to get caught on things or break off easily. So very nice. On this opposing side, this is going to be your 5/16 6 point. So if you need to tighten, loosen a 5/16, you have the ability to do it there, and it's also backed by a magnet. So that could be used while using the 5/16, or let's just say in general, if you need to pick up something, that magnet will grab it for you. So very nice, right? And if you need to tighten another bolt, of course, and that magnet's actually quite strong. Oh, I think I got some stuff down inside there. Doesn't want to drop in there right now. Yeah, I gotta clean that out. But works great. And then here's the kicker too: is that thumb wheel, right? So you have this hole in the end. Obviously, you can stick your finger inside there and just run it by your finger. Which, guys, when you're in that tight place and you have very little clearance, you could try attempt to hold something like this, but odds are you can't keep a good hold on it, right? You're gonna keep pinching it and moving it and trying to get your finger to slap at it to tighten or loosen. In comes the hole. As long as you get your finger in the tip of that and spin it and keep positive pressure on this side, then you're going to be able to ratchet. And that finger hole is so important. Or if you're, if you got a little more space, stick your finger inside there. Then that makes for a really quick ratcheting back and forth, and you're not flopping around trying to grab this really skinny handle. They keep the profile nice and slim, no extra added meat. They do a great job. It is such a nice tool. The finish is great. You got black phosphate up here on the wheel. It's all quality. It's a quality product. There's nothing besides that it's actually really nicely made. So that's one of the examples. Obviously, 1/4-inch drive. And guys, anything else that you need, right? So if you want to go ahead and run your 3/8 drive, right, impact, throw it on there, right? And you need to tighten or loosen, very easy. That fits on there nicely. Right, if you have a wobble on it too, maybe you're in a really super awkward position, that gives you that ability to get in there and remove those fasteners. Or if you just want to have these dedicated drives, right? You want to run a 10 mil or 9. Once again, I picked the 9 mil. Stick that on there, right? These have the magnetic catch in the back of it. So as you're working on fasteners, right, that makes it super simple. So the bits, the 1/4-inch drive bit gives you that added flexibility to run whatever you want. Or maybe you need to run it really deep. You're in a tight space and you get really deep down inside there. Then you have the ability to do that as well. Yeah, I'm sure obviously Klein tools, they tend to dedicate their tools more towards electricians and their trades. And I imagine a lot of electricians out there, or some of you guys who do electrical work, you could find a lot of use for these, especially when doing electrical work, say on boxes or what have you. This tool like this becomes very helpful in those tight situations. And I wanted to show you a quick example of kind of what it would be like. I just grabbed a fog light that I had, but a lot of times you want to go and repair, or maybe you're replacing the bulb in here, and this is the access panel, right? And you're in a tight spot, and you want to be able to get this tool inside there to take off that fastener. Well, you squeeze in behind the light. Obviously, this is a little bit longer extension than probably we need, but it's close enough. And you get inside there, and you just get your finger on one end, and you twist with this end, and ever so smooth, right? And backdrag's not bad at all. It's actually pretty light, obviously lighter than that other one. But at worst case scenario, stick your finger on there, or right now it's loose enough, it's not clicking. Go ahead, take your thumb, and just finish working that screw the rest of the way out. So, great tool. Where is it made? You might ask yourself. Made in Taiwan. I love that, and I think they picked a really good manufacturer because consistency seems to be paramount with them. They are nice tools. This is a newer one. This is a year old. Really nice tool, and like I said, made in Taiwan. And made for all those tight spaces, right, that you could possibly use it for. But all in all, I like it. So have you guys used one of these before? Is it on your bucket list of tools to grab? What's been your experience so far? Or is there another model that I haven't seen? Maybe it's one similar to this that you use that you like. But I think Klein Tools definitely deserves the hype with this slim profile mini ratchet But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Anyways, give a thumbs up if you don't mind, and please consider subscribing, because we bring this content to you guys multiple times a week. All right, thanks for tuning in.